What's going down, YouTube? Good looking on tuning in. We at it again for another cool reaction video. So yeah, man, hope everybody chilling. Hope everybody had a cool day. Let's go ahead and watch and wrap a few takes about this video we're gonna see today on these Chicago police shooting an unarmed teen. I don't know when this happened, I guess a couple months ago. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video, man. Here we go.
An unarmed 14-year-old suspected of breaking a window gets shot by police. The officer who fired later blamed the shooting on a mix-up, saying he used the wrong gun. CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini obtained the body camera video and reveals what went wrong.
I used the wrong gun.
How are you?
So you got two different guns on you for shooting people?
You guys were involved in something damaging somebody's windows?
It's 8:50 in the morning. Quiet South suburban Sauk Village when these two kids, a boy and a girl, both 14, are stopped by police.
What? Okay, you guys got your IDs
Dang,
on
the
you?
boy tall as hell.
Officer Seth Brown starts
You said it don't have nothing to do with me.
About a broken window in the neighborhood.
Do me a favor, keep your hands out of your pockets, bro. Just keep your hands out of your pockets. You're coming out here to see friends? Okay.
Police body cameras are rolling.
What happened?
But they said they didn't do nothing.
Scott Langan talking to a woman in the street who suspects the teens damaged a window on her home the day before.
That's the boy that did it. I got a picture of him.
Who are they? Do you know who they are?
They know my
shit.
nephew.
Sergeant Langan then approaches the teens who are still being questioned by Officer Brown.
Full name and date of birth, okay? I'm not going to play with you two. Do you understand me? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you.
But the situation quickly escalates.
Why are you touching me?
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back, man.
Why are you touching me?
Because you're under arrest.
For what?
CDP.
Arrested for CDP. What exactly is CDP?
Yeah,
The
what
boy's
is
lawyers
CDP?
say the 8th grader definitely didn't know. It's an acronym for criminal damage to property.
I'm going to tell you something, dude.
His friend then starts recording it all with her phone.
Listen.
Or you just
Gotta have your phones with you, man.
Understand me?
There'll be another charge, man.
Then listen to the conflicting messages from the different officers. One saying, "You'll be let go." The other, "You'll be tased."
Right now, it's just her word against your word. If you want to make another charge,
I'm going to tase you.
you're going to get charged and let go.
But then Officer Brown stays true to his word and uses his taser on the 8th grader, who starts screaming in pain.
They use the
And then
taser
he
on what's known as
starts
a pain
twitching.
setting. The only purpose of using the pain setting is to cause maximum pain to the individual.
Well, of course, and then when you tase him, of course he gonna jump around like he's being tased.
The Sauk Village Police
Shit don't make no
Department
sense.
for the teen we are not naming. But it didn't end with the taser. Here's what happened next.
Damn, he keeps tasing.
While being shot by the taser.
This is what I don't understand about police. You're tasing somebody, telling them at the same time, put their hands behind their back. Now, how they gonna do that, getting hit and zapped with a fucking taser? That shit hurt. So if you tasing somebody, they're like, moving all around, their arms is moving all around too. How you expect to get their arms behind their back? And then you keep shocking them like that, the shit don't work.
The teen runs. Then watch as Sergeant Langan pulls his duty weapon from his holster on his right side. A .40 caliber Glock. He aims it and fires. Here's another view. The bullet rips through the teen's hip.
So who was tasing him? Was it the sergeant tasing him? Because if the sergeant already had his taser out, how then do he drop his taser and then his gun has come out?
These photos were taken at the hospital. Should a handgun have ever been pulled out and fired in this situation?
Absolutely not.
No.
It was excessive, completely unnecessary. There was no justification whatsoever for this officer immediately drawing his firearm and shooting this 14-year-old kid.
And he kept running.
The teen, now bleeding, runs from the officers.
Dude.
Sergeant Langan catches up and this time pulls out his taser as the teen jumps a fence.
Go around the block. He ran around the block.
What was this 14-year-old thinking
Damn, he was shot in the hip and is still running.
In a yard somewhere.
He was afraid they were coming after him. He was afraid they would shoot him again.
They shot him once for no reason. Why would they not shoot him again?
Why did Sergeant Langan shoot? 2
He
weeks
looked like
after
he-
this March
man.
2022 incident. Why did Sergeant Langan shoot? 2
He
weeks
looked
after
like
this
one of
March
those people.
2022 incident, Langan was questioned by state police and Cook County prosecutors. In this report obtained by the CBS 2 investigators, he
It was
claimed
an
the shooting
accident.
was an accident.
I pulled my
He
wrong
said
gun
he
for
thought
the
he
wrong
grabbed
gun.
his taser and didn't realize he grabbed his gun, and stated, "I'm completely sorry. I feel like I let everyone down. I have nothing else to say."
Do you think he should have known that he had a handgun in his hand?
He certainly should have known they had a handgun in his hand. He pulled the weapon from the holster that holds his handgun.
Keep in mind, the handgun in this case, the Glock, is nearly 5 times the weight of the taser.
Reckless?
And that's one thing I was just about to say. When the cops do that stupid shit, pull the gun instead of the taser, they act like they can't tell the difference in weight from a loaded gun with a clip in it with bullets than a taser that don't have none of that. So that's why that shit, when they be saying stuff like that, it never makes sense to me how they able to get away with using that as an excuse for shooting somebody. Oh, I pulled the wrong weapon. Well, if you don't know the difference between the weight of your weapon and your taser, you shouldn't be no cop.
By you, the officer, not only endangering the individual that you are firing at, but the public in general.
Where he had kept his gun and his taser mattered. Take a look at this photo showing the sergeant's vest. It shows where he carried his taser. Then look at Officer Brown's gear. He had a separate holster on the other side of his body for his taser. There was a life-saving reason for this. A year earlier in Minnesota, an officer grabbed her gun instead of her taser and killed Dante Wright during a traffic stop. To make sure this type of incident didn't happen in Sauk Village,
And she only got like a year. See what I'm saying? She did the same thing in Minnesota where she killed the Dante Wright, the little young dude, young black dude. And said she didn't know the difference between her gun and her taser. That's what I mean. These cops should not be officers if they can't tell the difference in weight between the taser and the handgun.
To move their tasers to the
Because then they
opposite
put
side
me
of
and
their
your
body
safety
from their
at
handgun,
risk.
said Langan in his statement. But Langan just kept his taser Velcro to the front pouch of his vest.
When that officer made the decision to pull that handgun out of the holster,
he should have known where he was pulling it
from the
from.
side of his body, where the taser was never supposed to be.
Correct. And when he extends it out in front of him, it's within his range of vision. It's in fact, it's within his direct line of sight. So he sees the weapon before he pulls the trigger.
There seems to be other taser-related issues too. Sergeant Langan said the department gave him taser training only 2 or 3 times in the 10 years he carried one. But this department policy says
try
at
to
a
blame
minimum,
the department.
officers should be trained every year.
He gonna try to blame the department. I didn't have
The man
taser
with his
training.
hands up is the boy's guardian. He showed up on the scene after the injured teen, who was still hiding, called him to tell him he'd been shot by police.
The ambulance is coming up to check him out, okay? All right.
As paramedics arrived, the guardian begins asking police more questions.
He's saying you shot him. You shot him for no reason.
No,
the girl said she got it on tape.
No, everything's on body cam, okay? Like the whole incident is okay.
Even the emergency
Yeah, you did
medical
shoot him for no
technician
reason.
started asking questions.
They trying to say that one of y'all shot him or something.
All right.
Yes. The other guy did shoot him. That's all you have to say. Like, wasn't me. He threw the other cop under the bus. He said, wasn't me. He said, the paramedic said, he said one of you guys shot him. The guy was quiet forever. He said, was it me? That shit crazy. He threw the other dude under the bus.
Hey, let me take that handcuff off.
And then he was transported to the hospital and treated for his gunshot wound.
Dang.
The broken window was never brought up again.
Do they ever arrest this 14-year-old?
They never arrest him. They never charge him.
Well, of course they're not going to arrest him now.
Dude.
He shot him.
It's like it never happened?
It's like it never happened. And it looks and feels like contrition.
No,
because
he
they
about to
know
get some lawsuit money.
They shot him unjustifiably.
And the officer, he
It's now
probably
been a
going to
year
get
and a half
suspended or
since the shooting,
terminated.
And the police department has yet to even start the disciplinary process. Last month, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office decided not to charge Sergeant Langan. The Sauk Village Police.
Dang. So not only did he got away with shooting a kid that was unarmed and running away from him, he ain't even get charged with excessive force, or I don't know, what's a lesser crime for accidentally shooting somebody.
Chief says,
let's go ahead and finish this video up, man,
before taking any action. Dave Savini,
waiting on what
not to
decision?
charge Sergeant Langan. The Sauk Village Police Chief says he was waiting on that decision before taking any action. Dave.
Wow, so because the cop is not getting charged, the police department is not going to even discipline him for shooting a teen. I mean, tell me what type of sense that makes. Now, what if he would have killed the teen? See what I'm saying? Like, if he would have killed the young dude by accident, like, would he not be charged with reckless homicide, with nothing? This shit don't make no sense, and especially if it happened last year. Like, I ain't hear nothing about this last year, man, but dang. That's what I'm saying. Like, these cops is putting kids' lives at danger and the general public's lives at danger, not knowing the difference between a taser and a firearm. Don't know which side or can't remember which side they put it on. And these are the people that we paying to supposedly enforce laws. This is crazy, man. This is crazy, wild shit, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Good looking on tuning in. Again, I'm him, the King Cool, and y'all be cool. Peace.
Speak money, big money, talk to him. Hot boy, big flames, walk